want to talk again about network marketing because that is my topic, that is my profession, and that is what I'm studying and learning more about. This particular Facebook Live is about residual income. Now, most people in network marketing have heard of residual income. Some people out of the network marketing field may go, what is residual income? So residual income, I've heard people refer to it as you get residual bills and you need residual income to pay for it. That analogy works a little bit. You get bills every month that you have to pay every month. You know, your electricity, your water, your cable, that kind of thing. And residual income is the kind of income that comes in every month. It's different. That analogy holds a little bit, but it's different because residual income, by definition, I should have looked up a definition for you. Residual income, by definition, is an income of which you have done the work one time and you receive a residual income from that one-time work, okay? So examples, there are 6 different examples I came up with, and I am, to give credit where credit is due, I love Brian Carruthers' book, Building an Empire, and I am using that to learn more about my profession, and I'm using that this morning for today's network marketing video. He gives these examples, and when I'm giving a talk about network marketing and I get to the part about residual income, I refer to it as Elvis Presley money. Some people also call it Michael Jackson money. The reason we use these examples was both of those people have passed away, Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley, a long time ago. However, their estates are still earning residual income from work they did while they were alive. So that's an example that people are familiar with. So what is one way to get residual income? Well, like Elvis and Michael, you can be a recording artist, okay? So if you're a recording artist, pardon me, and you are doing recording music, okay, or even, I guess, audio, but mainly music is what I'm talking about. You create that song or you buy the rights to that song one time. Then you perform that song. You probably practice it a lot and you probably perform it in concerts, but you record that and get your final recording. And then nowadays you would sell the download, right? In the past years, you would sell records or 8 tracks. Do anybody remember those? Cassettes, DVDs, CDs. But however, you keep selling that one song. Give me a minute. Thank you. Got a frog in my throat this morning. So the idea is that you will do the work one time, make the recording one time, but every time that song is played or sold, you get a residual. It's like when radio shows play your music, they pay residuals to the artist. When they sell an album or a download, they get paid. So that's one work, residual income. So one way is to be a famous singer who sells a lot of songs and a lot of music videos, I guess. Second idea is to write best-selling novels. Now, there are ways to be a best-selling author in these days with Amazon. That's a little iffy, okay? Because I've helped many people become best-selling authors on Amazon. And that's a little game that you can play, more or less. But to become a best-selling author on like the New York Times bestseller list or Barnes & Noble's #1 bestseller list, it takes a lot of talent and a lot of marketing to sell that many books. But that is also a way to generate residual income, because I co-wrote 2 books. One of them I call The Book That No One Wants to Read because it was sales tax for Amazon sellers. And it's out of date now because Amazon is collecting. And before I wrote the book, they weren't. I wrote another book with a friend called Savings by Store that is probably kind of out of date now too. It has 52 stores where we walk, my friend Danny Ackerman and I walk you through all the coupon programs and the reward programs at that store. However, even though both of those books are actually out of date, I just got a 1099 from Amazon Publishing for the books that have sold this year. So even though I wrote those books several years ago, they're really not current. I probably should just take one of them, the sales tax book, down. They are still selling and they are earning me a residual income. Now in my case, it's 2 figures a year, okay? So it's not a lot of money. But if you were a best-selling author, that's a substantial residual income based on what deal you made with the publisher, whether you self-published, that kind of thing. But selling a best-selling book or multiple best-selling books, especially those authors who have series, okay? The Flower Children, I think, or the Flowers in the Attic, that's whole series. Harry Potter, okay? Think of the woman who wrote Harry Potter. She's a millionaire now, multimillionaire, over novels. And it was it was hard work, and she did a great job, but she did that work one time, and she's still getting paid. That's residual income. Number 3, be a famous actor. We all know actors who are broke because they wasted their money, but those actors who are in movies that are still being played or replayed on TV or sold on VHS or download at Netflix, they're still earning money from the movie roles, TV roles they did before. That's residual income. The next residual income opportunity, as the number 4 I'm on, is selling insurance, okay? When you sell someone a life insurance policy, and I'm not sure how it works for the others because I don't sell insurance and I don't play it on TV or the internet. But when you sell life insurance, for sure, you receive residual income every month when they pay their policy. So that's another way of creating residual income for yourself. You sell a $100,000 policy to someone and their monthly payment is $20. When you sell the policy, you earn some money for selling that policy, a commission. When they make their monthly payment of $20, you may only get $1 or even 50 cents or $2, but you get that residual income every month. And as you sell hundreds of policies, that monthly residual income builds up. So that's number 4, selling insurance. Number 5, you can buy and sell real estate. Now, let me talk about this. My father told me, and I wish I had listened better to him, that you should always buy land and houses because they're not making any more land. Now, they're making more houses, but they're not making any more land, okay? No one's out there creating new planets yet. I mean, they may be putting stuff on the moon, but that's outside the boundaries. Real estate is, generally speaking, a really good investment. I am not an investment advisor, okay? I'm just giving you examples of residual income. And another way to do residual income is to create properties where you buy a house and you rent it out. Then every month, you're getting that residual income. Let me tell you the problem with all of these scenarios. Number 1, be a music recording artist. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. It's not going to work for most of us. And I don't think in today's day and age, it's even a factor of what kind of good voice you have. I think there's a lot more to who actually makes a fortune as a recording artist and who doesn't. Marketing, what era we're in, what kind of music people want. And I know that in today's day, it's getting even harder. So being a music artist is not going to work for most of us, okay? I'm writing best-selling novels. I wrote 2 books. My income last year was 2 figures, okay? And I know others who are making 3 figures and 4 figures and even 5, and that's great. But to make 6 figures or more in a residual income type of business, you would have to write like Harry Potter, okay? And most of us are not talented enough, dedicated enough, enough to make a Harry Potter series. So that's not going to work for most of us. Be a famous actor. Now, this is even more than being a famous musician. I think a lot of this is who you know. It is and I don't like the word luck. It is your coincidence, where you grew up, who you met, who happens to see you when you're working your way up in the acting and actors field. So there are a lot of actors and a lot of actresses making a little bit of money, okay? And there are some actors and actresses making a lot of money. And that's another way of doing residual income that's not going to work for most of us, okay? All right, let's do sell insurance. So most of us could sell insurance. Selling insurance is a hard job, okay? It is not easy. It is a lot of hours. And most people who sell insurance work for someone else, which means even when the residual income comes in, they don't get all of that. They get a portion of that. So that is something you could think about if you really dedicate into residual income is selling insurance. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. Might work for some people. I mean, my dad used to say I could sell ice to an Eskimo, so maybe I could sell insurance. Doesn't interest me at all, okay? I do believe in insurance. I saw a thing on the life insurance company here in town. We drive by and they have the signs out, and I love this week's sign. It said life insurance should be called love insurance, and I agree. If you love your family and want to take care of them, you have life insurance, but I just don't see myself as a great life insurance salesman. Okay, so that's not going to work for me. Buy and sell, rent real estate. Okay, when I was growing up, my daddy was a landlord, okay? And I was born late in life, so daddy had already been forced to retire from coal mine. I'm a coal miner's daughter because he had black lung. So they moved from Ohio to Florida, and he bought rental houses. And daddy would buy a good size house, and then he would divide the house up and put in kitchens and that kind of thing. So he would have 3 rentals out of one house or 4 rentals out of one house. And I was his inspector. For some reason, fleas love me. Okay. I mean, they love me. So whenever daddy had a house empty out, because all daddy's houses were no pets, but we all know that doesn't always work. Tenants do not agree. Oh yes, absolutely. And they hide the cat when you come in, right? So whenever a house would empty out, he would have me go help him clean up, and I would walk through the house in shorts. Because if there were any fleas in the apartment, they would be on my legs. Yeah, my father used me as a flea inspector. I'm scarred for life. But I saw the landlord thing from a whole different perspective. And I could not believe, I would walk into these places and go, how do people live like this? And I could tell you stories. I won't. But let me just preface it to say that being a landlord is not easy, and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of hard work. In addition, I'm not afraid of hard work, and I'm not afraid of effort. But here's what keeps me back from the real estate investing thing. If you buy a home with a mortgage of $250,000, which surprisingly, that's the most expensive home I've ever bought, was a $250,000 house. And I never thought I would have one. And we lost it in the 2008 real estate thing. But $250,000 house seemed like a big house to me. Nowadays, across the country, that's average. Now, I'm here in Arkansas. You can still find houses here for $50,000 and $75,000. PM me if you're interested. I'll be a realtor for you. But across the country, $250,000 is about an average house. So let's start with that. If you buy a house with a $250,000 home with a $250,000 mortgage, your payment is going to be about $1,500 based on current things. And this is all an estimate. I'm not a banker nor a real estate advisor. Let's assume that you could rent this house for $2,000. Okay, and that's a pretty good assumption because across the country, again, the trends are that rents are rising a lot higher than mortgage fees. So let's say you buy this house, you get a mortgage for $250,000, and your mortgage payment is $1,500. You rent it for $2,000. That's $500 a month profit, right? Okay, not exactly, because even though that gives you a $500 a month gross residual income, then you got to take out all the expenses, repairs, commissions if you're paying a management company, advertising to find the renters, legal fees to set up the lease and to get the renters out when they stop paying. So we'll go ahead and give you the $500. To make a residual income of $2,000 a month, which is enough money for most people to make a difference, okay? $1,000 a month would make difference for a lot of us, but $2,000 a month is a reasonable thing. To do that, I would have to take out approximately $1 million in real estate loans. And I don't know of any bank that would lend me at this point in my life $1 million. Okay, so is rental houses a way to generate residual income? Absolutely yes. There is a lot of work involved, a lot of risk involved, but it is definitely a way to do residual income. That's 5, and I gave you all the reasons they won't work for me. 6, the 6th reason is to start a network marketing business. And the reason network marketing works for the average person is because you can find a product that you believe in, that you know you can sell it because you believe in it, whether that's vitamins or weight loss or jewelry or Tupperware, a product that you believe in that you can honestly sell to yourself and your friends and your family. Think about whether you would buy it yourself if you weren't in the business. Think about if you feel comfortable selling it to your mother or your sister, okay? Then you find the company you like. The reason it works is because it's not a $250,000 investment, which most people can't afford. The average network marketing company, you can start your business for less than $500. My network marketing company is under $200. I know some of them, Mary Kay, LuLaRoe, and others, and I'm just calling out the ones that I know about. Sometimes the investment can be $1,500, $2,000, whatever, but the average network marketing company is under $500. And this gives you the chance to create that residual income, because not only are you earning an income on the sales that you make of this product that you believe in, but you're introducing others and helping them start their own business, and you're getting a residual income on what they sell. Remember last week when I talked about how to tell a difference between a pyramid scheme and a legitimate network marketing business was how they pay you? So when they pay you on people and just bringing people into the business, and don't worry about selling anything, just bring people in, that's a pyramid scheme, okay? When the company is built on selling a product, as mine is, that is a network marketing company. And the money being paid out is dependent on the sales of the product. So network marketing companies create residual income, and they also allow you to start with a reasonable amount of money. Now, the residual income comes because you're earning money not only on just your efforts. Maybe you have a full-time job. In fact, I would venture to say as high as 80% of the people in my company already have a full-time job, and they're doing this on the side. Because we all know that in this economy, you cannot trust plan A. You need a plan B and a plan C sometimes. And that way, when you've got multiple streams of income, aka plan B, plan C, if something happens to one, you're not flat broke and out of luck. So most people do this on a part-time basis. So even if you just had 5 hours a week to devote to your network marketing business, you can still create a residual income and a long-term possibilities for your family. Because if you devote those 5 hours a week, 2 hours a week you work on selling that product, okay? 3 hours a week you contact other people that are looking for an income opportunity like you are, that they can do part-time from home, and you help them start their businesses. Then next week, when those 3 people start their businesses and they can only work 5 hours a week, you are now getting paid on 5 times 3, which is 15, plus your 5, which is 20 hours a week. See? So now you're leveraging your time and you're creating residual income by helping others create their own. And that's why I believe network marketing is the best example of capitalism out there. So, got questions, got comments? This is a conversation. Conversations need two-way. So do me a favor and reach out to me and follow my videos or subscribe if you're on YouTube. Hit the like button. Favorite my video, please, and share it as much as you can. I would be very, very grateful. And if you have questions or comments or anything you want to talk about with network marketing, let me know, because I am looking for the truth and I am sharing my truth. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.